In this video, we're going to work on the seen message. What I mean is, if I click here, as soon as I will see, it will load here, we will gonna mark them as seen. So in the database, as you can see, these are seen as 0. But as soon as we will gonna see it here, we're gonna mark them as 1. So let's get started. For that, gonna have to head over to our IDE, and right where we load our messages, this function, when it will be successful right here, when we will done doing all the other things, after we got successfully response from the Laravel, we will gonna create another function, seen message, or whatever you want to name it, seen message or message seen, whatever suits you. And we will gonna parse like chat ID as well as token. As usual, token is always important and necessary when you send the post request. Doesn't matter how you pass the token, but the token should be parsed. And the element, remember the element, so we are parsing that 3 things. Now in order to create that function real quick, I'm gonna head to the bottom of the file, and just like any other function, I will gonna create message seen is equals to function, and it will have a couple of parameters. And let me add the parameters, the chat ID, which is in short c_id, the token, and the el, which would be by default null. This would be the only parameter that we are passing with the default value if it is not added. Now the direct thing that we will gonna have to do is to send the Ajax request, and to do that, let me just copy the Ajax from here. So it would be post, the URL, the route would be message seen to make sense for other, message seen. The data would be obviously the chat ID and the token. Me is not required. And done part, we will gonna work on it. For now, let me just remove all these so that we will have a nice and clean area. Now as usual, head to our web.php where we can create the message seen, and it would be also in the message controller. So let me just copy one of our route that already been here, and we're gonna say message seen, and let me just copy it and paste it here. Then move to our message controller, go at the very bottom right here, function public name. We will have to parse the request object here so that we can use it. Now as usual, we can create a variable. We can get msg, the model, our model, where we can set the condition for where clause seen is equals to 0, another where, or you know what, let me just copy this, paste it here. This time it would be chat ID is equals to, and as you know, request cid, another where clause, obviously where user ID. This time we're not gonna say equals, this time we're gonna say not equals to the auth user ID, because we need to get the message of the other person of that specific chat, so we can mark them as a seen. Got it or not? Hopefully you have got it. Now once we will gonna get this, we will gonna say update. It takes the array with the key value pair, where key is the column name and value is the actual value for the column. Seen would be the column that we will gonna trigger, and make it 1, and that's it. And we can now quickly set the condition. If ck is positive, then just quickly send a resp status is equals to 1, copy all this, else resp would be 0, and just copy it, paste it here, and save it. And if I come back over here in our custom.js, so for this we just have to try to check if response is equals to 1, then we can do a couple of things. If we have to check element not equals to null. If the element is not null, then it's easy for us to just capture this element, remove class, and new message. We will remove the class new message, and we will again gonna say element find is class new message count. The label, the blue label, that's showing how many new messages do we have. Find it and remove it, because we no longer have a new message for that. We already have seen it. So that's the thing. The other condition, if its status is equals to 0, we do not have to do anything with that. And if you want, you can go ahead and do it. Now if I will gonna come over here, refresh my page, as you can see right now it's working and the whole thing is gone. If I come over here, refresh my database, and yep, all of them are turned into 1, and that's the beauty. Great. The next time we're gonna refresh, it will not gonna show us a new message because we have already seen it. So this is great. This is what we had to do. In the next video we'll come and proceed furthermore. Take care for now. Bye bye.